What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Caro Emerald. And we're returning to the shocking Miss Emerald of 2013. Thank you once again to Jim. And the next track is Maestro. It's a word I think originally derived from Latin. In the modern form, it comes from Italian. I think it's been incorporated into most languages around the world. Subsequently, not unlike sensei from Japanese, and indeed I think the usage is similar, it's a master or someone well trained in a discipline, a craft, or some form of excellence, and thus can be as broadly applied as a musician, a financial guru, a person who makes hardware or artifacts with their hands. It's applied in a number of different ways, but it means someone who is, again, mastered and well trained. Given that we tend to get narratives with Caro's songs, or at least very detailed verbal pictures, I would expect her to be singing to a maestro. She could be the maestro herself, of course, and I would argue that musically and in terms of lyrical entertainment, she very much is. But yeah, I would expect the maestro to be someone she's talking about, or maybe even to. Let's see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Caro Emerald. The track is Maestro, and it's from the deluxe edition of her 2013 album, The Shocking Miss Emerald.
That you saw it all. You have always the eyes open. You have to be like a roof with lots of antennas. Get all the images, and you don't say, I don't like this because it was better before. This is not chic, this is not elegant. You know, every period has the taste it deserves. Vulgar, not vulgar, we don't know. It's not up to us to be the judge of times.
As a historian, I endorse that last message. So yes, talking about someone who's the ultimate can't miss, no one knows how old he is, he's always dressed for success, he just has this allure. I think there was a line about stopping heads. I don't know if that was like, the way that if someone notable walks by, everyone will kind of freeze and maybe turn their head. But yes, sounds like a very alluring man in this environment, and all the backing, scratch vocals and the supporting singing vocals were about him being the maestro and the learned one, essentially. Though I'm not sure in the moment what his actual trade was. Being referred to as a Kaiser, obviously that can be a title, also a surname, but I don't know if it specifically was related to the seemingly German accent that we heard at the end there. That could very well be the case. But yeah, it feels like outside of that, it could be applied, anywhere. Nevertheless, a shorter one. It felt like that was maybe like 3 minutes. Not even, about 2.5. So yeah, one of her shorter ones. I did notice that the second half of this deluxe edition is a live performance in Glasgow. I probably mentioned that before. It has been a couple months since I've been back to Caro. Once again, shout out to Jim for the patience. But yeah, ultimately a very enjoyable track that it's just her style. Like, I get it. By this point now in 2024, she's morphed out of the Caro Emerald character and is now performing as the Jordan with a style that I think is notably different from this. But her Caro Emerald stuff, it's her own lane. It's like, I'm sure there's been hybrids of old-time jazz mixed with more modern sounds in other cases with other artists, but the way she does it, it's just unique. You could hear the first 30 seconds of this tune with no vocals, and you would know who the artist was if you had heard any Caro Emerald before. So shout out to her for, crafting that lane and pursuing it for multiple albums and many years before eventually moving on to something else, which I'll get to eventually. But yeah, ultimately a cool tune, very much a Caro Emerald track. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.